You lost money this month, not in one big decision, in 50 small ones you barely noticed. A coffee, a delivery, a subscription you forgot, a deal that felt too good to ignore. And then the month ends. You open your bank app, and the number does not make sense. Welcome to Capital Mind. Let's make money make sense. Here is what most financial advice misses. Overspending is not always a discipline problem. Sometimes, it is a design problem. The modern world is built to make spending feel smaller than it really is. And once you understand how it works, you stop blaming yourself and start fixing the actual issue. The first mechanism is removed friction. Friction is the small pause between wanting something and paying for it. Cash has friction. You see it. You hand it over. Your brain registers the loss. But when you tap a card, click buy now, or use a saved payment method, that pause almost disappears. The purchase becomes smooth. Too smooth. No counting. No handing over cash. No moment to ask, do I actually need this? The payment is instant, but the consequence arrives later. Usually when you check your account. This is why one-click ordering is so powerful. It is not just convenient, it changes the feeling of spending. And companies know this. Free delivery thresholds are not just offers. They are carefully designed nudges. You open the app for one thing. Then the app says, add a little more for free delivery. So you add something you never planned to buy. You feel clever because you avoided the delivery fee. But the company still got you to spend more. That is not stupidity. That is design. The second mechanism is mental accounting. Your brain does not treat all money the same. $10 a month feels harmless. $120 a year feels real. Same money, different frame. That is why so many products are sold monthly. Subscriptions, apps, software, streaming, cloud storage, memberships, premium features. They show you the smallest number possible, because the smallest number is the easiest to accept. $10 does not feel like a decision. $15 does not feel like a problem. $20 feels manageable. But multiply that across 8 subscriptions, and suddenly hundreds are leaving your account every month without a single conscious decision. This is how small payments become invisible, and invisible spending is the hardest spending to control. The third mechanism is emotional spending. Sometimes, you are not buying the product. You are buying relief, comfort, reward, distraction, control. A long day turns into delivery. Stress turns into scrolling. Boredom turns into online shopping. A small win turns into a small treat. None of this makes you broken. It makes you human. The problem starts when emotional spending becomes automatic. You do not choose it. You reach for it. And if a purchase gives you 10 minutes of relief, but 3 days of regret, it was not really a reward. It was a loan from your future peace. The fourth mechanism is comparison. You do not make spending decisions in silence. You make them inside a world full of signals. New phones, better homes, better clothes, better trips, better routines, better meals, better lives. And even when you know social media is edited, your brain still adjusts what feels normal. A phone that works starts to feel old. A normal weekend starts to feel boring. A simple life starts to feel behind. Comparison quietly raises the floor of what you think you need. And when that floor rises, your spending rises with it, without a single conscious choice. The fifth mechanism is decision fatigue. By the end of the day, your brain is tired, and a tired brain wants the easy option. Delivery is easier than cooking. Buying is easier than comparing. Auto-renew is easier than canceling. Paying extra is easier than thinking harder. That is why a budget made in the morning can disappear by evening. The plan was logical, but the purchase was made in a moment. And money is almost always spent in moments, not in spreadsheets. So what actually works? You do not need to become extreme. You do not need to delete every app. You do not need to feel guilty about every coffee. You need 3 simple changes. First, bring back friction. Before buying online, wait 10 minutes. Before ordering delivery, check what is already at home. Before starting a subscription, ask what the yearly cost is. Before upgrading, ask if the old version still solves the problem. Most purchases survive the desire. Very few survive the pause. Second, build one simple rule. Not a complicated budget. A rule. Any impulse purchase over $50 waits 24 hours. Any new subscription must replace an old one. Any delivery order needs a reason, not just a mood. Rules reduce pressure, because you do not need to make the same decision every day. You already decided. Third, make invisible spending visible. Open your bank account once a week, not to feel guilty, not to panic, just to notice. Look for 3 things: payments you forgot, small purchases that repeat, and purchases you do not remember enjoying. Those are your leaks. And the best money to save is the money you were not enjoying anyway. Here is the one question that changes everything. The next time you are about to buy something, ask yourself, am I choosing this, or was I guided here? That question can save more money than a complicated budget app, because the problem is not that you spend. Money is a tool for living. The problem is spending without seeing. Once you see the patterns, you do not need more guilt. You need less noise. You need a little more pause. And you need a system that protects you in the moments when your brain is tired. You spend more than you plan, not because you are weak, but because your environment is built to make spending easy. So make your environment work for you. Add friction. Use rules. Find the leaks. And spending becomes something you choose, not something that happens to you. This is Capital Mind. Think clearly about money.